Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The final call to Valhalla puzzle event just went live, as well as some other stuff that's pretty cool. You will find timestamps to jump to the part that interests you the most, and we're gonna get started with the puzzle event. This puzzle event, again, like the last puzzle events, looks super good. The first reward that you can get relatively easy is the new miner that's called Valkyrie's Echo with 4p in mining power, and this one already comes with 3% bonus power on level 1 also. You need only 7 tasks to get this, and it's relatively easy this time to exchange like 2 Rollertoken, win in total 100 games, then you have already 5 quests done, and then you open around 7 of those lucky cases, and you now have a miner standing around with 4p and 3%. Also, you could exchange some more Rollertoken and just open 2 of those lucky cases to not lose your Rollertoken basically. And the next step would be to get this 11 tasks done for the Silver Wing, one of the new artifacts they released today with 16p in power. Completely crazy, guys. This is also only a 1-cell miner, and you need only 4 quests more from this one to that one, so that is complete genius actually. And also you get really good golden cards this time. The Valkyrie Echo already on level 2 merged with 10p and 7%. Another Valkyrie Echo here on level 1, so you could technically make it a tier 4 version, because with 14 tasks we get it already on tier 3 merged with 28p. This is completely crazy. And if you happen to get all of the golden cards and also the 14 tasks done, then you can make this a tier 4 version, and it's not even that expensive. It costs only 30 Rollertoken and merging fee and a couple of the blue parts here, and then it has 75p and 22% bonus power. So this miner is really good, and you already get it on tier 3 merged one time, so you're saving a lot of money basically by just receiving the rewards from the puzzle event. As you can see here, if we wouldn't receive it already merged, then we would need to invest a lot more than we do today, and that is pretty crazy for such a high tier miner. The other stuff is really good as well. You're getting the Polar Lumina 2 times, which is 2.5p and 5% bonus power. It has also a relatively good merge if I remember correctly, so you could basically merge the Polar Lumina and also the actual main reward. That's pretty good. The only things I would not touch to merge is the Silver Line B and also the Crystone Relic, because they are kind of useless and they already come merged, so it will be probably a little too expensive to make them a higher tier. The Real Sugar is a really good miner. It's only a 1-cell miner if I remember correctly, so this one you could merge. And also the Mining Plimp is really good, but I don't know if you should merge this because it already comes on level 3, so you could also just leave it a tier 3 version of this. And to get to 14 tasks, you would now of course need to know what you would want to do. You could technically exchange up to 64 Rollertoken and open 64 lucky cases, or you open 88 of those lucky cases and you exchange some less Rollertoken. The choice is basically yours. I always like to exchange some more Rollertoken. As you can see here, I'm gonna go for the quest with 64 Rollertoken, so that I am basically not forced to open 88 lucky cases anymore, but a lot less than that. In total I will open probably only 42 of them to not lose my Rollertoken into this, but make a lot more from the puzzle event than I actually spent. So that's just what I will do, and I'd recommend for everyone that has no luck with those lucky cases to basically do the same, to not always just waste your money on these lucky cases here. And seeing how crazy today's puzzle event is again, here's the conclusion of the last puzzle event. Let's take our Into the Abyss puzzle event rewards. In total I exchanged the 42 Rollertoken, I win all of the games needed, and also I opened 54 of the lucky cases, as well as merging 450 parts. I really need the golden cards, and this time we are getting this crazy tier 4 miner here with 55p, so either way this is gonna be really crazy. We got the Roller Mini first reward, next one 250k power for 3 days, 250k for 3 days. There's another one of those left. Let's go, next one left. Polar Pendulum 800k mining power, next. There goes the last one of the bonus power cards, as well as the first reward up here, the Abyss Stone. That's very good. Roller Mini Express, next. Stapler, okay, let's go. Stellar Gem, 4p in mining power, that's very good. We can get another one of those ones here, it's the white cards, next. A Bitfoot, and also we got the Abyss Stone already merged on tier 3 here. Let's go, we have 4 more tries. Abyss Stone, please, the golden one, or the Stellar Gem, either of the golden cards, guys. Bitfoot, come on, golden card. Stellar Gem, 10.5p, this one was the golden one, so this was pretty lucky. Let's go, next golden card. Polar Pendulum, that's not the golden card, and we will get the Abyss Stone merged, and hopefully the golden card, come on. No, Polar Pendulum. Okay, we got one of the golden card. Unfortunately, we have the Stellar Gem here standing around still, as well as the Abyss Stone golden card. I technically could now open another 38 of those lucky cases and get the Abyss Stone to make it a tier 5 version in the future. But at this point, I think I'm just gonna skip on it and I just gonna leave the miners be tier 4 and tier 3. And I'm not going to invest any more into this puzzle event. Into the Abyss puzzle event, I spent around 62 roller token to increase the mining power by 2.5 This was completely insane, and also I only needed to spend that much because I purchased all of the parts that you can see here, and it was like 30 roller token. I also lost around 30 roller token by opening the 54 lucky cases. In the end, I decided not to open more of them to get the miner or have a chance at the golden card, and in the end I'm really happy with that because the outcome is crazy. 2.5 for such a small amount of roller tokens spent. Let's see if the next puzzle event is as good as this one again. Another thing ongoing is the Abusive Manipulator sale. This name is so ridiculously funny actually. This one was in sale a long time ago when they first released it. I think it was on Valentine's Day, and that was a pretty crazy offer at that point already, but now it's even cheaper, and the Abusive Manipulator has a very good merch so that you potentially can purchase this one now at a crazy discount, guys. And if you wanted to make this a tier 2 version, let's say, then you don't need to invest that much. It costs only 0.5 roller token in merging fee and in total 1.5k of the white parts, and then it already has 3p in mining power and 3.5%. As you can see here, I have this Abusive Manipulator on tier 3 already one time because of the sale when it was released on Valentine's Day, and here it already comes with 8p and 8%, and I think it got a little cheaper to make this a tier 3 version now, because if you see the actual merging price for tier 3, this is basically nothing. It's for free. You need 90 of these green parts, 2 times the tier 2, which only costs you 1.5k of the white once again, and then you have already a miner with crazy stats here for basically nothing. The only thing that you would now need to do is go here and purchase this one 4 times, which costs like 35 Dogecoins, and Dogecoin at the moment is very cheap, so this is basically not really a lot of money if you ask me. This miner is very cheap for what it gives now, and you could of course also go for tier 4 for example, or tier 5, then it gets a little bit more expensive in terms of the Dogecoin. You would for tier 4 already of course need to purchase 8 of the copies of this one, which is then 67 Dogecoin approx, but the merging fee is really inexpensive, and at that point it actually has already 22p and 14.5% bonus power, and I think that I'm going to just make another tier 3 version to get this to tier 4 because this miner is really good, and with the new merging price of this miner it's actually also really inexpensive to make this for those stats, and maybe I will even go for the tier 5 version, but I need to check out if I actually want to purchase another 12 copies of this, because I already have it one time on tier 3. This is what I would need, and that's another 104 Dogecoin. But again, those stats are actually pretty insane, 58p and 23%, and it needs only 3 of these legendary fans that I happen to have lying around anyways, so maybe I'm gonna consider crafting this. This offer is pretty crazy, guys. Another thing ongoing is the crafting offer, and this one is also very good. Again, we had 3 or 4 crafting offers now in a row which are fairly good. This one here gives you the Beachside Billionaire as the main craft, let's say, or as the most expensive one. It costs you only 12 of the legendary fans and 10 of those blueprints. The blueprints are very inexpensive at the moment because of the actual burning event that we had not so long ago. The marketplace has been flooded with those. We had like 18 or 19k in stock at some point, so this is very good. Also, those legendary fans, they are always throwing them at us in random events, so this one's cost you basically nothing as well. And then you have a miner that can be resold in the marketplace with 8p and 7.4%, so this is pretty crazy. Same applies to the Storm Purser. This one is super easy to craft. It costs you only 85 of the green parts and also only 1 roller token, has 3.4p and 1% and can also be sold. And the first craft here is very inexpensive. All of the crafts cost basically nothing. This is kinda crazy. The Morning Paradise comes with 560p in mining power and 1.5% bonus power. So this is a very good beginner miner for basically nothing. 650 white parts you can easily get from your season tokens, and also 0.3 roller token is not really a high price. So you could just open some of these season token packages, sell some of the parts and keep the rest that you need to click the button here, and then you have a miner now standing around with half HP and 1.5% bonus power, so pretty good. And you could do the same thing except for the beachside billionaire. You can do it here for the storm purser too. You basically just open a lot more of those seasonal packages, then you craft them into the green fans, and then you just resell some of your parts and keep one roller token and keep the rest of the parts. Of course, you would need to craft this miner, and then you have now a miner with 3p plus, and this is completely crazy, guys. Absolute beginner friendly craft, and I love it. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one. Bye!